What's up, YouTube? This is Captain Crunch back with another Dead Game unboxing. Today's Dead Game is 7 Days to Die, brought to you by the Fun Pimps, who in later years have actually become quite the opposite of Fun Pimps. I mean, they might be pimps, I don't know. They might have some bitches stored in a warehouse somewhere, but realistically, let's face it, they don't. They spend all their time fighting with their fucking fan base online and talking shit about the people who play their game as opposed to the actual skills of their game making. They blame everything on everybody else, but let's not get into the drama here. Let's just talk about the game. Realistically, every time they make a good improvement, they decide that the game is too easy, so they decide to get rid of that and make the game more challenging. Realistically, the game's not a very challenging game. It's fucking HD Minecraft, if you want to call it that. But they take it very seriously over there in the Fun Pimp's office, and they do not handle criticism very well. Honestly, if this video ever got more than 4 views, which I highly doubt because, I'm not a fucking YouTube sensation, I'm just a random fucking person on the internet, giving a rant about a game while I'm over here dicking around in God mode. Classic base building strats. I used to play the hell out of this game, and I kind of have fallen off in the past few years. Realistically, Alpha 15 was probably the best, in my opinion. We're Alpha 19.5 now, and honestly, it just seems like every update, the game goes more and more downhill. There's not really... what can I say? They don't really add features so much as they take things away to make the games more challenging. And I don't know what they're trying to do, because to the average player, the game is very difficult starting out. But they don't worry about how those people are playing the game. They watch the pro YouTubers, the people that have been playing it since the very beginning. And I think a lot of the reason why this game will never get a full release, and the reason that it's still in alpha, is that they just are so out of touch with who their actual player base is that they're just trying to make it more challenging to the elites. And it'll just never be fun to the average person, because they just keep making it more and more difficult for a starter to get into it. So honestly, what's sad about this is, like I said, this used to be my favorite game. I have over 500 hours on this game in Steam, and for a, I don't like to call it a Minecraft clone, but honestly, that's what it was advertised as for a long time, is just a Minecraft clone. And for a long time, when I wanted to come back to YouTube, I wanted to do a series on 7 Days to Die. But it's kind of been one of those things where I just don't enjoy the game anymore. I used to sit here for hours and hours and just absolutely love this game. And I've come back, hopped on creative mode and leveled a few houses out and built a nice little base out of a prefab, and tried to get back into it, tried to explore what the game had to offer now. And honestly, it's not much. They, like I said, they focus more on trying to make the game more challenging than they do actually adding features that people would enjoy. When you first start playing this game, you can find a lot of enjoyment in it, but the game gets old very quickly. And honestly, I just think at this point, the Fun Pimps have kind of destroyed what would have been an amazing game. This game had very much potential, and they have taken that away from people. And I know I'm just going off on this rant. Realistically, my intention was to come back and, like I said, make a let's play of this game. But I am not that far into it, and I haven't even made it to the actual day 7 yet, and I'm already I'm just bored with it. I can't find any reason. And keep in mind, this is day 6 on creative mode, so and with dev on, like, you know, I've spent some time in this world, really tried to get back into it, tried to understand the new mechanics with the weapon modifications and everything. I don't know what direction they were going, but honestly, if they want this game to survive, they should go back to what people consider to be the prime of this game. I mean, this game peaked, at least in my opinion, in the opinion of a lot of other people, this game peaked in Alpha 15. And really, they should bring it more back to that instead of trying to continue this war they have with the Let's Players of trying to make it more and more challenging. Now, albeit, this is a very fun game, and for games that are, you know, not full releases, it's pretty fun for one of those. I mean, they have put effort and time into it, but I think they're going in the wrong direction with it, and it's not as fun as it could be. This game is just a monument to wasted potential. And unfortunately, I think that's how it's just going to stay, because the developers kind of seem to get upset anytime someone brings that up. And realistically, my thoughts on it right now is it's heartbreaking. This is a game that I, you know, held very deeply. This is a game I cared about very much. And I have a lot of great memories with this game, but as it is now, it's not something I would find myself interested in anymore. I've kind of moved on, and it seems like 7 Days to Die has not. And that's a shame for a game that hasn't met a full release. They should really be listening to the people that are playing their game to take improvements from. This could have been a very great game. But, you know, it's just another one of those. I don't even know what to say about it. Like I said, I would like to do a Let's Play on it, but with what I'm seeing in the game right now, there's just not really much to do a Let's Play. I mean, I could explore every feature of the game in 2 episodes of a Let's Play. And there's just not a lot here. They've added a lot of new things in, don't get me wrong, and they've put a lot of hard work into it. This isn't something I could ever do. I'm not trying to talk shit on them like, you know, they haven't gotten anything accomplished. They do put a lot of effort into it, but I think they're putting effort into the wrong places. Like, they've got gauntlets now, and the game was never really a gauntlet type game. It was base building strategy game. You know, you killed zombies, you collected resources, you built a base. Now they've got, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't say puzzles, but it's like, you know, you gotta go through all these fucking steps. I mean, just, you know, like, really, why would I go through all these steps to make it up to the top of a building where all the loot is when I can, you know, just hop up? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry, headphone users. Like I said, if you're into just building bases, just custom base design, the physics of this game are kind of, I mean, they're iffy. Like, you know, it's something you kind of have to learn. It's not super fucking complicated, but, you know, there's the different types of blocks have different weights, and you have to kind of learn the physics behind them. But realistically, if you just want a little base building game with, you know, the annoyance of the zombie mechanics and the fact that they just, you know, the zombies are really OP and they will wreck your base, that's fine. Now, this isn't a base I built. This is a prefab that I built a base around. But yeah, if you're in it for the crafting aspect, then I say go for it. It'll be a fun little game for that purpose. But I'd say, you know, this is a game you play in creative mode and whatever. And I'm not trying to scare people away from it. I got lured into this game years ago watching Cage848 and a few other YouTubers playing this, and it just seemed it seemed like a lot of fun. It's a great game to watch, especially the older alphas. It's a great game to watch other people play. But as far as playing it, it's just not entertaining anymore. And that's just my 2 cents on 7 Days to Die and why I'll probably never do a Let's Play on it or anything like that. I kind of have to find other games now because, you know, this was the only thing I ever played before, you know, as far as Let's Plays. But, you know, there's other games that are survival crafting games. Maybe not zombie games, but, you know, there are zombie games out there. But, you know, if you want a good survival game, I would recommend Stranded Deep. That's a good one. And I believe they came out with their full release already, so, you know, it's not like 7 Days to Die has been in early access for too long, you know. Only been about fucking 80 years. One of these days they might get a full release, but until that day comes, I'm probably calling it quits on 7 Days to Die. But like I said, I was gonna do a Let's Play on it. I just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on why I think the game is just horrible now, and yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching. You work for the Fun Pimps. Be sure to hit that dislike button. Everybody else, take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm just a YouTuber with my opinion. I might hop on this every once in a while on stream, but as far as like doing a Let's Play with it, I really couldn't be bothered. It's just not my cup of tea anymore. And that was just input from somebody who's not a pro YouTuber, pro YouTube gamer who they're designing the game for. So thanks again for watching, and I'll probably upload another video in 2 more years. Bye.